How's it going, everyone? John here. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about whether or not you should be streaming on a big platform like Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Now, before I get into the pros and cons of today's video, I want to talk about today's sponsor, which is Owned. Now, if you are looking for any type of professional looking overlays, full stream packages to where you can fully customize it to cater to your own channel colors, these overlays are completely modular, so you can make them your own. And even if you or any of your friends use the same type of overlay or anything, you can completely look different because it's completely modular. Now, if you're also looking for like emotes or sub badges or bit badges or anything else to help make your stream look professional, whether you've been streaming for a while or you're just getting into streaming, definitely go ahead and take a look at what Owned has to offer. And whatever you throw in your cart, be sure to use the promo code CreoVox to save 50% on the entire purchase, and it also helps the channel out as well. Alright, so let's talk about the pros and cons to streaming on these bigger platforms, starting with the pros. First one being that it's less likely for them to shut these down, and that is because they're backed by huge powerhouses like Amazon, Facebook, and Google. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it will never happen, because we all know that Microsoft had Mixer, and that did not go very well. So even with a big powerhouse like Microsoft, we still lost Mixer. So it's still possible that we could lose one of these other big threes. I just think it's less likely to happen. So that moves on to the next thing, which is funding. Funding is very important, and it can go into multiple different categories, but I'm just going to stick with development. Adding different things, whether it's from third party or in-house, to integrate with your platform to enhance the experience for streamers and viewers is extremely important. And I think that's something that we see with these bigger platforms, whether it's for like revenue as well, or if it's different types of features that they're going to eventually bring over. It's stuff like that where they spend the money right to make the platform better than it was yesterday. And 3 and 4 kind of go together now. 3 and 4 is the bigger opportunities for audience and having the platform being well known. So those go hand in hand. If you go to the platform, you like it, you tell your friend, they tell their friends, and it just keeps going with the cycle and building the platform with more people to watch. You don't have to necessarily stream, but even if you do, then that's an extra thing for them, because you're staying on the platform and stuff like that, and you're trying to bring people in, and it's a continuous cycle. But let's go and talk about the cons. So the first one being overly saturated. This one I could talk for so long about. There's so many different ways you could talk about oversaturation, but we're just going to talk about the viewership. So you want to go and play the next hottest game, or you want to play a game that's been out for several months but it's still got good traction, or a game that's been out for several years and it's still got really good traction, but you are just at like the bottom of the list, bottom of the category, which leads me to number 2, your competition. Celebrities, pro gamers, different athletes that want to get into streaming, musicians, all these different types of people that want to tap into streaming as well and build a community, or if they have a community, they want to, continue to grab more people into their community and stuff like that. That is your competition, on top of the people who already regularly stream that game. So if a new game comes out, you want to play it, you can, but just know that people are going to continue to keep scrolling until they get to you, because you're fighting against the top streamers or top celebrities and stuff like that. So that is another one, which then leads me to this one, number 3, needing to put in more effort to separate you from the other streamers. Now, this could be a good thing and a bad thing, because if you are putting on a persona, then you can change some things up with your persona and kind of stand out a little bit. But if you are just trying to be your normal self, you might have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit just to kind of get the opportunity to, grab that audience a little bit. And that is something that I'm not comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with people having to be unauthentic to be able to try to get viewers. And that's something that I know some people have done. and continue to do. And when you do that, you lose all the authenticity of yourself, and your viewers are going to know that when you break out from character, right? So then the next one and the final one for the cons is feeling the need to always be on to see growth. This is where burnout happens. This is where mental health issues come into play. This is where people's anxiety goes up because they always feel like they have to stream. They got to do 24-hour streams. They got to do 8-hour long streams. They got to stream every single day. They can never take a break. Don't do that. You know, having like 3 days a week that you stream and maybe repurposing your content on other platforms to pull people to your main place that you stream, that is what you should be doing. Or even if you just stream 2 days a week and you just want to stop right there, you don't want to do any other content creation outside of streaming, that's fine too. But make sure you put your health as number one, both mentally, physically, everything. So overall, my take on streaming on a big platform is that they do give you the tools needed to be successful, and it all matters on how much effort you put into it. Now, the last thing I said, you don't want to stream all the time. So, should you stream on a big platform? Absolutely. But go into it with an open mind and realistic expectations, please. And learn from the experience and, you know, improve as you go. But honestly, it really matters up to you on how you want to go about it. But my question to you is, which big platform are you streaming on? Is it Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and why? But let's talk about it in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys listening to me talk, and if you haven't had a chance to take a look at the channel, be sure to go ahead and take a look at the content. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Take care.